So about a year ago, I did a video on what was at the time believed to be an upcoming fantasy-themed action MMO called Honor of Kings World. This was a large-scale AAA budget console PC adaptation of a very popular Chinese mobile game franchise. I thought the game looked absolutely incredible from the trailer footage that I saw that was released at the time, and admittedly after over a year of absolute silence from the developers, they went ahead and released a brand new in-game trailer showcasing updated, very fluid footage from their game, and at the same time confirmed that it will no longer necessarily be an MMO, rather an online RPG. This is more in line with games like Lost Ark, like Blue Protocol, like Warframe, Destiny. Before we jump into this video though, I do want to thank all of our incredible patrons over on Patreon. You guys do not need to support MRSSSTIX and I, but you still choose to, and trust me, it is appreciated beyond anything I can convey verbally. You guys are incredible, and admittedly, if you have a moment, follow MRSSSTIX and I over on Twitter. We'd really appreciate that. They didn't state that there won't be large groups of players playing together, only that it's no longer going to have the massively aspect to it. And admittedly, you know what, honestly, that is more than fine. I feel like a lot of MMOs these days are kind of moving away from the massively multiplayer aspect anyway, and this footage on screen right now was taken from the trailer that was released back in, I think it was October 2021, maybe earlier, and it shows quite fluid combat from what I'm assuming here is more than one player, since we see two different characters that are there and present. Now, I do want to note that while this footage did look incredible when I watched it, and still looks absolutely incredible. Like, you can't look at this and think to yourself, well, this looks like crap, because it just doesn't. But while this did look incredible, there has been a new trailer released, and I want to go ahead here and take a look at it. I've seen glimpses of it, because people always DM me these things. I always make sure to just take a brief look at it before covering it in a video. The character models are beautiful. Whoa. Oh my god, they weren't kidding when they said this is going to be completely open world. Underwater. Okay, so there's you can submerge yourself, swim underwater. That was kind of a pointless jump and glide, if I'm being honest. So evidently we just saw the same. This is a class, I'm assuming, because we're seeing multiple different characters, I guess, play the same class and use the same abilities. So I'm assuming there is a functional class system present in game, and this combat looks really good. The special effects look fantastic. It looks like there's a reticle, so it looks like there you actually have to aim your abilities. So I don't think it's gonna be, you know, auto target, tab target. Dude, what? This game was all about the gameplay. Like, very little pre-rendered cutscenes. More stories of Honor of Kings World coming soon. The in-game character models look really good. Like, yeah, they have that really Asian aesthetic to them, but I mean, at the same time, this is an Asian game, right? So it stands to reason. Man, like, if we go back through, you will notice that despite all of the gameplay being displayed on screen, there is no UI. Now that could be because they just don't have a functional UI for the game yet. It could be they haven't finalized the UI for the game yet, or they have a UI and it looks like dog shit, and they're trying to hide the UI so we don't automatically shit all over the game before it comes out. Honestly, from the trailer footage, this game looks like it's gonna have some incredible looking environments. It's gonna have a gorgeous, massive open world to explore. It looks like the game is going to utilize a class system. Very little is known about this game currently. We don't know if there's gonna be multiplayer functionality, the extent of the multiplayer functionality, if this is gonna be like Lost Ark, or if it's gonna be more like Genshin Impact. Like, I don't know. I feel like I'm really excited from what I've seen, but at the same time, with how vague they're being about things, I'm trying to, I don't know, I'm trying not to get overexcited. Even despite how incredible everything looks, how fluid everything looks, how just like, I don't know. I guess realistically we're gonna have to wait and see. There's no point really in speculating until we have more concrete information. But holy shit, this game looks insane if we're taking this at face value from what we've seen in the trailer alone. Now, yes, this is no longer necessarily going to be an MMO. This is going to be an online RPG, and that is fine. There's a massive market for that right now. Online RPGs are becoming exponentially more popular than MMOs because more people are realizing it's more fun to play a single player or multiplayer game as opposed to an MMO. So I'm expecting to see more smaller scale online RPGs moving into the future as opposed to the massive scale that games like WoW or RuneScape or maybe even Guild Wars 2 or the Elder Scrolls Online employ. But if Honor of Kings World is not a game that looks at all remotely interesting to you, no problem. I got 2 different videos that are on screen right now that will very likely pique your interest. One is a brand new old school MMO that just released and a lot of people are having fun in. The other is a video detailing every MMO that is releasing this month, in the month of November 2022. Both videos you need to check out.